Hi, I'm Pam Heller, AccuQuilt's cutting expert.
And I'm Erica Botker, corporate marketing specialist. And lucky you are here to get your first look at our new applique die.
Just in time for all your spring projects, AccuQuilt has created the Go Shamrock Die. This new die is perfect for pillows, wall hangings, table runners, and more.
So many things. Pair it up with the horseshoe shape from the Go Western Medley, or create gold coins using a Go Circle die.
AccuQuilt has created this fun wall hanging called Go Treasures of Gold, perfect for St. Patrick's Day, and truly, quilters, this is a quick, easy weekend project.
That's right. To create the project, you'll need two different sizes of cubes. We use the 8-inch cube and the 12-inch cube. Now remember, the shapes are the same in every cube, they're just different sizes.
The cubes are based on a 4-patch system, though you can change the grid to a 9-patch so your different sizes of cubes can work together, which is what we've done for this project.
That's right. From the 8-inch cube, we are going to use the small square die, and that is shape number 2. Pam's got it right over here for us. Then from the 12-inch cube, we are going to need shape 5, which is the small half square triangle, and shape 6, which is our square on point. Okay, this square is designed to turn into a flat square when you add the small half square triangles on the side.
Yep, and this is going to make that square in a square block.
That's right. All right, so to cut our fabric, we measured the width of the shape and added a 1/4 inch on either side and cut some width of fabric. Now, these are not directional shapes, so we can fan fold if we want to.
Perfect. All right, quilters, for the 9-patch squares, you're going to need a light green and a dark green. So I've just subcut my fabric for the light and the dark, and then we cut a whole bunch of yellow already. Okay,
because the yellow goes in the middle.
Right. So it's actually going to cut 4 squares
That's great.
on one die, which is great. Now let's cut some fabric. And remember, AccuQuilt cuts are 90% faster than rotary cutters or scissors, and it's going to be accurate every single time.
That's right.
For me, cutting squares is really one of the hardest things to do, right?
Yes.
And without AccuQuilt, my squares are often wonky.
Oh, and we don't like wonky.
Yep, and we're going to use our Go Big today. How come, Erica?
Because we can.
Because we can.
Because we love it. Although we do have to turn it on to use it.
Yes. Okay, so now we've cut all the squares we need for our block. Ta-da.
How quick was that?
Yep, so we're gonna slide our mat, don't lift, because it is super staticky here in the Dream Studio today. So Erica, what we're gonna do is, shall we lay out a block?
Let's do.
And this is a really fast, easy chain piecing.
It is.
Okay, so we're gonna go like this.
And I'm going to be your chain piecer today.
Yes, I love that.
So.
All right, so I'm going to give you these 2 pieces and these 2 pieces.
I will start sewing away.
And since this is a 3x3 grid, Erica, these are 2-inch finished blocks, so it's going to make a 6-inch square. So it's going to equal the size from the 12-inch cube.
That's right. Okay. And we've done some great videos on those. If you're new to the cube system, be sure to check out some of our other videos just to make sure you're up on that.
Okay.
So I'm going to give these back to you.
Perfect.
And I'll add the others onto the side.
Great.
Here we go.
There we go. So here's that first piece.
Okay.
And I would do all of the blocks at one time.
Yes.
Yeah. Then you can just chain piece all of them together.
Absolutely. And this, I know you said it was a weekend project. It's going to be so quick and easy for you. Okay, Pam.
Ta-da! Look at how fast we sewed that block together.
You'll have this done in no time.
Yeah.
So let's talk about our other block.
Right. So this is actually one of my favorite blocks. This is square and a square. So you need shape number 6, which is the square on point.
There are the two
right
up there.
Which is different than a square. Hold on here, I'm going to grab it.
Well, it is a square, but its size, when you look at the size of it, you're going to notice it's a little bit different measurement.
The math is different.
The math is different.
It's meant to live on its tippy toes. And so the shape that goes around it is shape number 5, which are small half square triangles. So again, we're going to take our fabric and cut them. And we're gonna make that block. Now, we're using our Go Big today, so we can actually cut both of these dies
Isn't
in
that
one pass
fantastic?
through the cutter.
I love that.
It's one of my favorite tricks is to do that. Sometimes I get so excited that I forget, and then after I go, oh dang, I should have
cut both of them
cut
together.
both together. Remember, you can always cut 6 layers of cotton in one pass.
That's right. You'd have this whole project cut in no time.
And that's the other tip we want to tell quilters, right? Is that cut all your pieces first. I feel like sometimes that doesn't happen.
Sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
And then I regret it.
All right, Erica, I'm going to move these if you want to lay those pieces
so
on.
you can see that we've got, this is what we're going for. I'm going to move it a little closer to me.
Right.
And when you do this, it's kind of like doing a flying geese or anything else. We're going to sew on opposite sides.
Right.
Then we're going to go ahead and sew on, sew those, press those, and then sew the other sides on.
Right.
So we've got one, you've got one already started here.
I do, so let's add the sides. But what we want to tell quilters is they're going to look at this and say, oh, you have sewn this wrong.
Yes.
We have
they
not.
will. We have not.
Because now you can put this on top, and look, we cut off the dog ears on those half square triangles so that this is that perfect 1/4 inch seam.
And it's going to line up just perfectly for you. So
and
let
I'm
me
going to let you sew those.
Alrighty. Perfect.
All right. And then I'm going to just use our shovel iron to show you how perfect that square came. And then, Erica, don't you always just use a good press from your big iron?
Yep. You want to get that nice and flat. Now, the next step is going to be to actually take our horseshoe shape that we cut from the Western Medley,
Right.
and go ahead and applique that onto the square once we've got it built.
Yep, but let's cut some shamrocks and show them how
That's the best part, is cutting our shamrocks. Now for this, we've pre-fused our fabric. We've got a variety of fusible products on our website. You can always cut up to 6 layers of plain cotton, but once you add that fusible, you can only cut 4 layers of pre-fused cotton, because that fusible is going to count for half a layer, okay? Now, we have cut it out just perfect. Here's an example of one that we've done, and this applique shape was done with the motif stitch.
Right.
We have free downloadable embroidery at AccuQuilt.com, a choice of 3 stitches, a blanket stitch, a motif stitch, and a real tight little satin stitch. This actually is that motif stitch.
Right.
So you'll want to check out all of those embroidery files. They're at AccuQuilt.com. And there's a video on how to use the shamrock as well.
There is. Thing to remember about the shamrock is that it's directional.
Oh, that's
So
right. I
whichever
hadn't thought about
way
that.
you want it to go, maybe you want some of them facing up and some of them facing down,
Yes.
then your shamrocks will go in different directions,
Oh,
okay?
very good.
All right, so Erica showed us this block here. This was for our horseshoe. Make sure the horseshoe's facing up for good luck. All right?
All right.
So let's cut some shamrocks. We're gonna cut them. This one is gonna face up.
Okay.
And
Where do we put all our mats?
right here. Now, these are all on 6x6 dies, so that it could actually fit through your Go Me, your Go, and your Go Big.
That's right. That's right.
All right, Erica, I'm gonna give it some love. Slide, don't lift.
Yes.
So here's my little
Oh,
shamrock.
let's get the embroidery out of the way.
Okay, should we put our little 9 patch up
Let's
here?
put our 9 patch up here. We're going to have a 9 patch down here.
Right,
There we go.
there you go. And then our little shamrock has a little overlay. Look how fun that is.
Look how fun that is. Follow the pattern to complete the top. Add your batting and backing. Pin or baste and quilt as desired. Go ahead and bind your quilt using the 2.5-inch strip die or the die of your choice. If you like to use it, you can use the 2.25 inch as well. And don't forget to miter your corners. Now be sure and share your finished projects with us on our social media pages.
Now, while this is a fun project, think outside the box. Use our strip dies to create colorful rainbows and magical shamrocks.
Yes.
Add shamrocks to t-shirts and tote bags and aprons. Use our Go Gnome die to create St. Patrick Day gnomes and accent with the shamrock. The possibilities are endless.
So many projects you can make. We hope you have fun creating magical projects using the new Go Shamrock die. And remember, at AccuQuilt, we help you cut time
So you can quilt more.